Hey friend, welcome to episode 2 of the Booty Kicking Ballerina podcast. And as I record this, I am currently on a hike for my birthday adventure. And it's got me thinking about some things that I wanted to hop on and share. So one of my favorite things to do on my birthday is to get my favorite yummy beverage from a local coffee shop and then head off on an adventure somewhere, anywhere, especially somewhere I've never been before. And there was a hike that has been on my want to hike list for a while. And I thought, yeah, that sounds like fun. Let's go there. So I went to my favorite coffee shop where I was given a free birthday chai. Shout out to Front Porch Coffee Shop. And with my yummy beverage in hand, drove off to the mountains. And then I got here. And I'll be honest, this hasn't been my favorite hike. Most of it has been kind of a wide road. I don't know if you are familiar with trails and things like that, but you know, there's the trails that run in the mountains and you get to actually be in the forest. And then there's ones that just kind of feel like walking a big service road, even though it's dirt and rocks. It just, I don't know, it's not that exciting, right? And then you look to the right and the left and you see trees, which is pretty. I always love some green. And you look ahead and you see more trail. And for a while, it feels like you're just putting one foot in front of the other, in front of the other, in front of the other. And, you know, as I was coming back down the mountain where there were some beautiful views, and I'll get to that part, I've just been thinking as I listen to the cadence of my footsteps here, how much life is like that, and how much the entrepreneur journey is like that, how much the dancer journey is like that, how much just the journey of life is like that. We get excited and we set off this adventure, and then sometimes it's just a matter of putting one foot in front of the other, in front of the other, in front of the other. And it can feel tiresome, it can feel tedious, it can feel less than adventurous. But what if success is being on the adventure? What if it's that? What if it's simply putting one foot in front of the other and you just keep going and you just keep taking the next step in front of you and you just don't quit when everything inside you feels like, ugh, is this even going anywhere? Would you tell me there's a destination? What if success is simply being on the journey? You know, another entrepreneur friend of mine shared this beautiful quote with me recently. And that is that success doesn't happen overnight. It happens in 1,000 nights that no one writes home about. And so it was just on my heart that if you have been feeling like I have, to be honest, that sometimes you're just putting one foot in front of the other, that maybe the trail that you thought was going to be this beautiful adventure isn't all that exciting at the moment. What if success isn't about getting there as much as it is getting there? That sounded funny, but here's what I mean. You know, we get focused on the destination, and that's good. And sometimes we can lose steam on the journey, right? And so what if success is just about being on the path there? Just doing what's in front of you today. Just putting the next foot in front of the other, in front of the other, in front of the other, and just being along the way. You know, sometimes it's the hardest part too. It isn't always about taking the steps. It's about being on the journey. That's another thing I've been learning a lot about. You know, we get so caught up in analyzing whether it's the past or where we could be. We're so attached to the outcome of where we hope we're going that sometimes we miss the gift of the present. And I know that sounds cliche, but at 44 today, I am learning more and more and more how true that is. That the present really, really is a gift. And so what if it's not even about 5 steps ahead? What if it's about not even the step you are taking in the moment, but the fact that you are being in the process of taking it. I just wanted to come on here and share those thoughts today. And yes, I did get to the top of the mountain. And no, it wasn't totally what I expected. But the views were so worth it. And as I sat there on the outcropping of rock, don't tell my mom, even though she knows I was probably already there, with my feet dangling over the edge as I love to do, drinking in the beauty of the mountains, I saw glimpses of gold. Gold that I thought had fallen and was gone by now. I saw the way the light danced on the top of the mountains and changed with the passage of the clouds. I heard the chatter of chipmunks, listened to the cadence of the birds. And yeah, every bit of it was 100% worth it. And so I do believe, even on this journey of putting one foot in front of the other, there are views ahead for each of us. You know, as I was getting ready to come off the mountain, I heard this promise, 44 like you've never seen before. Maybe this year isn't 44 for you. And I know it's my birthday, not yours. But I just want to encourage you. What if there's more than you've ever seen before? And what if the true success is simply being in the process of getting there? I hope this has encouraged you today. If it has, please share with a friend that you know would appreciate this message too. And thank you for the birthday love. Thank you for making me feel so loved. I am just so grateful that I get to continue to be on this journey. And I look forward to being on this podcast with you. I'll catch you on the next episode. Keep kicking it.